So The Good People is a program that we've designed to be for people who are either new to the world of social impact and have just started a job in a not-for-profit or a social enterprise, or people who are designers and innovators already and who want to take a bit of a step in that impactful direction, who want to move a little bit towards that world of for purpose and impactful work. And so these are the sort of three key reasons why we'd love you to join our next cohort starting in a couple of weeks' time. And the first one is learning the skills and tools and frameworks that modern change makers are using. So we'll be teaching you lots of the key ideas around social change and social impact and some really practical tools that you can take away and apply in your own work. You'll also have a chance, as I've said already, to build your networks with a really awesome cohort. So hopefully you've already had a chance to meet some awesome people, but The Good People attracts a really fantastic cohort of learners who are really keen to make a difference in the world, and you'll get a chance to start building your networks like that. And then the last thing is you'll get a chance to start to kickstart your career in this world of social impact as well. So part of the program is taking the design and innovation skills that we're looking at and applying those not just to social impact problems, but also to your own career as a social impact or a social change maker, I should say. So getting a chance to actually empathize with yourself and establish what your key passions and skill sets are, and then start to prototype your career as well. So how can you find ways of testing out and getting feedback on what kind of career in social impact might make most sense for you? What does the program actually look like? Well, week to week, you'll have a chance to explore some online self-paced tools and content to help enrich your learning experience and make sure that you really understand all of the content and the concepts that we're talking about. And then the core of the program is 5 two-hour online workshops that happen across 5 weeks. So those you'll get to join with the entire cohort. We'll share some experience and explore some content together, and you'll have a chance to actually do lots of hands-on activities to apply this stuff. And then between those workshops, you'll also have a chance to work with a team and do some individual and independent learning as well, and apply the learnings from those workshops to your own career in social impact and to a social impact issue that you'll work on together as a team. So lots of learning by doing, lots of really hands-on learning, which is what we love to do at Skills of the Modern Age. This is what that 5 weeks will look like, and I'll go through a bit of our sort of content and our framework and why we've designed the program in this way. But we'll start with talking about insights into social change, introducing you to this world of social impact and social change, some of the terminology and some of the key concepts there. We'll look at understanding wicked problems, and that's both from the perspective of empathizing with the people that you're designing for, and we'll talk about co-design and the ethics of design research and all sorts of things like that. And then start to look at systems thinking as well in week 3 as a really important way of understanding really deeply how problems work and what's holding problems in place, so that we can start to find really strategic ways of intervening in those problems. And that's what we start getting towards in week 4, is looking at, once we've understood a problem as a system, how can we find places in that system where we can intervene, and how can we build a really sustainable theory of change and work out ways to prototype some interventions into systems that can shift them in the right direction and make some impact. And then finally, in week 5, you'll have a chance to apply that design process to your own career, as I've said. So starting to empathize with yourself and starting to work out, how can I go forward and actually start to prototype my career as a change maker and as a social innovator. These are some of the ideas that we're going to be covering. So lots of different really key ideas in the world of social impact that you've probably come across before, from design thinking and systems thinking that I've already mentioned. Talking about donut economics as a really key idea in the world of social impact. Humility and power and co-design and working with vulnerable communities. Reframing issues. And then that idea of designing for careers as well, and applying design concepts to your own life and career. And finally, part of the program is that you'll have access to Skills Social, which is a online content management system that we've built at Skills of the Modern Age, and that will house all of the online content and resources for the Good People. So everything from the workshop slides and all of the different kinds of books and readings and podcasts and videos and all the rest of it that we mentioned during the workshops, through to some online content that you can actually work through in your own time that gives you a bit of a richer understanding of some of the context that we're talking about in the sessions.